Hey, what's up, guys? Goldizzy here. Hell in a Cell just went off the air, and I have to say that for only having 2 weeks of build-up, this show is very enjoyable, very entertaining, and I have to say very worth the money I spent for it. Yeah, I did purchase this pay-per-view. I went out on a limb for this pay-per-view because I was like, you never know with the WWE if they're going to deliver something special or if they're just going to deliver the same old stuff. And, in my opinion, I think they did a great job with this pay-per-view. I'm just going to get right into the review. And the very first match of the night was the United States Triple Threat Submissions Count Anywhere match. And when you think about a Submissions Count Anywhere match, you automatically assume that, yeah, Daniel Bryan is going to win this match simply because he is a submission specialist. And yes, Daniel Bryan did win the match. However, the match did not disappoint. I predicted that, this match could possibly be the match of the night, and I have to say, I think it was. You had a 14-minute match. I was hoping for 15 to 20 minutes, but I got 14 minutes. I was very pleased with that because the match exploded from the beginning. It did not let up whatsoever until the end. And there was a lot of stuff going on in this match. And like I said, it's a submissions count anywhere. So what are you going to see a lot of? You're going to see a lot of submission moves. And I took notes because so much stuff was going on in this match that I had to write it down. So you had one unique submission maneuver. It's called a tarantula. We've seen this before. Tajiri back in the old Attitude days used this move a lot. And John Morrison had this move on The Miz, and The Miz was left wide open with Daniel Bryan in the ring, so he decided to take opportunity and drop kick him right in the chest. It was awesome. We also had another submission with The Miz giving John Morrison a Dragon Sleeper. Morrison was caught between the railings going up in the crowd, and it was an awesome little spot. The Miz looked very good in this match. Morrison looked awesome. Daniel Bryan looked great. Everybody did their job in this match. And I was very, very impressed. There was a nice double clothesline there in the match with Daniel Bryan and The Miz. And you had John Morrison climbing the stage up, well, I guess they had cage walls up on the stage where the wrestlers come out, and he climbed it there in the match, kind of like Spider-Man, and then he jumped off the top, landed on The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and it was a very nice little spot indeed. And Alex Riley tries to interfere in the match, and he does so, but Daniel Bryan's able to win the match. He beats The Miz, and he makes him tap out via the LeBell Lock, and wow, this match was awesome. I kind of feel bad that this match was the very first match of the night because every other match had to compete with that match. How are you going to top a match like that? And, every other match tried their best, and every match, had something special that it brought to the pay-per-view, but I don't think any other match could have topped it, and I don't think it did. But the next match was indeed the first Hell in a Cell match, the WWE Championship, Sheamus going up against Randy Orton. Now, this was an interesting fact to find out. This was the 20th Hell in a Cell match. Thank you, McCOOL, for that bit of information. And Orton gets an amazing pop again like he always does. It was great to hear. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Orton had an extremely long entrance. It's like his music hit. He walks down to the ring. He's in the ring. He's standing up on the ropes. He's still standing up on the ropes. He's still standing up on the ropes, posing to the crowd. And all of a sudden, you see an advertisement for Paper Jams during his entrance. I'm like, okay, this is definitely one of the longest entrances of all time. But I get it. They were killing time, I'm guessing. But the match starts, and I have to say the crowd was pumped for this match. You had RKO chants going throughout the entire match. The steel steps really came into play a lot with this match. Randy Orton and Sheamus utilized those steel steps really great. And let's see, Randy Orton first had the steel steps, and he was on the outside with Sheamus, and he picked him up and just launched him at Sheamus, and Sheamus took him right to the face. It was pretty nice. Also, you had Orton getting thrown off the ring apron and smashing right into the cage wall. Sheamus came right up on him and gave him a shoulder block, and it was pretty nice, and he went flying right into the cage wall. That was really awesome. Steel chairs were used. Sheamus was beating the hell out of Randy Orton with the steel chairs to the back. Very nice. A lot of great false finishers. And finally, the RKO gets put on Sheamus right on top of those steel steps. I mentioned them earlier. They were used throughout the whole match. And Randy Orton gets the win. It was a nice little RKO right on the steel steps. It was pretty nice. But this match was 23 minutes long. It was excellent amount of time. I really dug it. And Randy Orton gets the win. I thought the match was great. Another great match. It didn't live up to the first match, but damn, it was close to it. And the match started slow at first, but it really picked up and got going, which was nice. And then, of course, after Randy Orton wins, he climbs to the top of the cage and celebrates with the fans. And it was great. It's great to see Randy Orton defend the title. And now he's proven himself once again. You know, he's had the championship before, but he's proven himself once again to be a pretty good champion, in my opinion. So next we have Alberto Del Rio come out, cut a promo. It's kind of awkward. They're killing time, I guess. That's exactly what it was for. But anyways, due to this promo by Alberto Del Rio, we got a match. Because Edge comes out, and he's trying to stop all the stupidity on Raw, and he is trying to stop Alberto Del Rio's promo because he thinks it's El Stupido. But anyways, Jack Swagger of all people comes out, and what do we get but an Edge and Jack Swagger impromptu match? And I was like, wow, who would have thought that we would have saw this match on the pay-per-view? But we saw it, and wow, this match was actually good. Saw a lot of great things from Jack Swagger. He was really using the mat well. A lot of great mat work. Edge did a great job as well. Both do a great job in this match. I was very impressed. But Edge gets the win via the spear. And the match got 11 minutes. You know, I would have thought that this impromptu match would have got maybe 8 to 10 minutes, but it got 11. I was very impressed. Thought the match was good. Next, we come to Wade Barrett, John Cena. If John Cena wins, the Nexus is no more. But if Wade Barrett gets the win, John Cena is taking off the purple and gold and putting on the black and gold. That's right. And the match was actually great. This match, I didn't really know what to expect. Wade Barrett, John Cena, you know, those guys can go either way as far as having a good or bad match. Great amount of time, 18 minutes long, which made the match that much better. But you have, okay, the crowd going apeshit in this match. They're really, really, really into the match. They're going, let's go Cena, let's go Barrett. I mean, they are really loud, and it was awesome to hear the crowd be in such a great mood for this match, you know, if you will. But Nexus comes out. Wade Barrett gets mad because he doesn't want them to touch Cena, because if they do, he loses the match. So he gets pissed, but they end up staying out there anyways. But all of a sudden, Nexus surrounds the ring, and then all of a sudden the locker room empties. The Raw guys come out, and they completely attack Nexus. They send Nexus packing. They're out of the way. So now it's an official one-on-one match. There's nobody around the ring. However, though, during that little scuffle with Nexus in the WWE locker room, some guy comes out wearing a red shirt. They really didn't show his face. I mean, you could see it, but they wouldn't slow-mo it or anything so you could get a good look. And he blindsides Cena, causing Cena to lose the match. That's right. Wade Barrett wins this match, and we are going to see John Cena as a member of Nexus. And wow, I was impressed. I was hoping that would happen, and it did, and it was great. But you had Cena kicking out of Wasteland. You had Wade Barrett kicking out of the Attitude Adjustment. You know, it's just a really all-around good match, and I thought it was great. Next, you have the Unified Divas match. Michelle McCool going up against NATAYLA. Now, here we are again with another Divas match. And, you know, I'm kind of wondering why WWE has put this match so close to the end of the pay-per-view, but whatever. I guess it worked out. But you had Michelle McCool go up against NATAYLA. The match was 6 minutes long. I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, it's a Divas match. I don't expect much, but when I do see something that I didn't expect, which could be absolutely anything, I have to give the match credit where credit's due. And basically, Natalya gets the win, but she doesn't get the title because she won via disqualification. And Layla basically throws her shoe at Natalya, while Natalya had Michelle McCool in the sharpshooter. And so, of course, the ref had to ring the bell. Match was over. Natalya wins. No title change, so yeah, that's that. I thought the match was good. And now we have the main event, World Heavyweight Championship match. Undertaker going up against Kane. And of course, Undertaker had Paul Bearer with him at his side. And this match got going at the very start. I mean, the match didn't even officially start until like a couple of minutes after they already started fighting. Because they were fighting outside of the cage before the cage door was even locked. But they started going to town on each other right off the bat. And it was awesome, awesome, awesome. You had a very decent pace at the beginning. They were really going to blows with one another. But towards the middle, of course, they slowed the pace down because they didn't want to gas themselves too much. But we had a couple good spots. You had a double big boot causing them both to get knocked out, which was cool. They both rise up at the exact same time, and then they both start punching each other as they're in the sit-up position. It was so awesome. But they had a lot of great false finishers. Taker kicks out of the tombstone, and then of course Kane uppercuts the ref, and then that's when the lights go out. Paul Bearer by that time is in the Hell in a Cell, and he has the urn, and while the lights are out, he opens the urn up, and this big bright light comes out and blinds the Undertaker. Paul Bearer gives the urn to Kane, and then Kane levels the Undertaker with the urn. And that was that. Undertaker loses. Kane retains the title. It was awesome. It was 22 minutes long. I thought the match was great. And this storyline will continue. Paul Bearer turns his back on the Undertaker. Paul Bearer is with Kane once again. Awesome. Victory at last. Kane is getting a great little title run. He's going up against a great opponent with the Undertaker, and I loved it. I thought the pay-per-view was great. What did you think? What did you like? What did you dislike? This is Gold Izzy. Peace out.